Scenes of devastation in the besieged Syrian city of Homs, where thousands of civilians have been killed. In Washington, U.S. officials blasted what they called President Bashar al-Assad's intensified campaign of vicious attacks against the Syrian people. Assistant Secretary of State for Near Eastern Affairs, Jeffrey Feltman.
The situation is, frankly, horrific. Large numbers of Syrians are living every day under siege, deprived of basic necessities, including food, clean water, and medical supplies. Women and children are wounded and dying for lack of treatment.
According to Feltman, President Assad's days as ruler are numbered.
We don't know for sure when the tipping point, the breaking point, will come in Syria, but it will come. The demise of the Assad regime is inevitable.
The Senate hearing took place against the backdrop of growing global demands for an end to Syria's humanitarian crisis. In Geneva, the UN Human Rights Council condemned violations in Syria. Russia voted against the measure, prompting this rebuke back in Washington.
Russia has had interest and influence in Syria for a long time, and it seems to us that Russia is not going to preserve those interests that Russia deems to be important if it basically rides the Assad Makhlouf Titanic all the way to the bottom of the Mediterranean.
Senators on the committee expressed hope that America's actions during the crisis will forge better ties with the Syrian people in the future. Senator Marco Rubio of Florida.
And I think in the national interest of the United States is critical that future generations and Syrians in the future say, hey, you know, America was on our side. We don't have a problem with the American people.
Echoing that view, the U.S. ambassador to Syria, Robert Ford.
We want Syria in the future to not be the malignant actor that it has been, supporting terrorist groups and being the cause of a great deal of regional instability.
To that end, Ford urged continued U.S. support for human rights in Syria and U.S. backing for what he termed the Syrian people's quest for dignity and the rule of law in their country. Michael Bowman, VOA News, the Capitol.